Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Lspdfr tutorial. So today guys, we're gonna be installing new vehicles into the game, and of course if you've watched some of my tutorials and you get to this point right here, now you are ready to pretty much install new vehicles. You already have your game config installed, you already have your script hook v installed and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and add some new vehicles right now. In the last tutorial we were adding some police uniforms. As you can see, I'm actually wearing one of them at this very moment in time that we were able to create with EUP menu. All right, so this is the uniform that I'm actually wearing right now. So without any further ado, let's get to the desktop here real quick and start installing some of these vehicles. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alrighty guys, now we are on the desktop right here. All you're gonna need in the first place, you're gonna need to get yourself your GTA5 main directory opened up, and the other thing that you're gonna need is your Open4 opened up. But before we can get to Open4 right now, we're gonna go ahead and install a couple of things. I'm gonna go ahead and install these three plugins right here. All right, the other one is gonna be a simple trainer, and the other one is gonna be an ELS plugin that we do need to install in order to use these vehicles as ELS vehicles. All right, and the other thing that you're gonna need is your latest script work v. We're gonna go ahead and install this together just to show what you need to do to make sure everything is working properly. Okay, all right, so first and foremost, let's go ahead and install these three. If you already have all of these programs downloaded, maybe if you want me to show you what to download. All right, let's go ahead and start with the first one, with the Park Ranger right here. So if you get to this page right here and you see if this is the vehicle you want to install, just go ahead and go to download this file. All right, so for this one, it's not gonna give you an option to choose which model you want to install. It's just gonna go ahead and download. I already have it downloaded, but I'm just gonna go ahead and download it again. All right, as for the charger as well, just go ahead and go to download this file right here. All right, I don't really want it to download, so let me go ahead and go back before the timer goes out. I already have it downloaded, and for this one right here, you're just gonna go ahead and go download this file as well right there. And of course, it's gonna go ahead and count the seconds down. I don't want this one to download. It's gonna take quite a few minutes to finish, so I already have it downloaded. Forget about that. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and try to download this one as well. As you can see here, you do have the old version of this one. I suggest that you actually download the main version. I think this will be like the latest version that that this guy actually has created. So go ahead and download the main version. As for this vehicle right here as well, pretty much I think it's good. Yeah, for this one as well, just go ahead and download the main file. Just forget about the extras for now. You don't really need it, to be honest. So once you have downloaded everything, let's go ahead and start putting this thing into your game. All right, so first and foremost, we're gonna go ahead and start with the simple trainer. Just go ahead and open up your simple trainer just like so. And of course, when you open it up, you're just gonna go ahead and get met with all of these files right here. You don't really need all of these files. Just go ahead and unzip all the files just like so. You can pretty much install this without unzipping anything if you so choose to do so, but for me, I like to unzip all of my files. So let me go ahead and close this one. So we're going to be working with this file right here. All right, so when you get to this file right here, it's going to go ahead and give you a readme. So this one is going to be opening with Microsoft Word. It's going to take 10 years to open. I'm just going to go ahead, you're going to go ahead and take the first two files right here. Okay, the trainer v and the trainer v .si file right here. All right, so you're going to go ahead and take these two files, drop these two files on your GTA5 main directory. As you can see, I just dropped mine like right there. And of course, if you open up the configuration file right here, it's gonna go ahead and show you how to open up the menu. To open the menu, you can press F3 or F4, but I do suggest that you press F3. If you press F4, you're gonna go ahead and bring up script hook menu. You don't want to do that if you don't want to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys in game how all of this works. All right, so let's go ahead and close this. We are pretty much done with that. We're gonna go ahead and close this one out. So for the simple trainer, go ahead and delete that. You're pretty much done with that. And the next thing that we're gonna go ahead and install is gonna be our ELS file that we do need to make our vehicles. You can change the lighting's pattern and stuff like that. All right, so when you get to this, open it up. Just gonna go ahead and unzip mine. You can choose to unzip yours if you want to, or you can just go ahead and install it as it is. So we're gonna go ahead and get made with all of these files right here, media files. You don't really, just gonna go ahead and show you all these 3 pictures right here. You don't really need this stuff. Documentation, of course, is gonna go give you as I've never read this, to be honest with you, so you don't really need this. The only file that we're gonna be concentrating on is the installation files right here. So go ahead and open up the installation files. You're gonna go ahead and get to this GTA5 folder right here. Go ahead and open it up, and when you do open it up, go ahead and select all of these files right here. Okay, take all of these files and drag and drop into your GTA5 main directory. As you can see, I do have ELS ASI file and the configuration file right there as well. All right, I don't think I've ever opened this, but let's go ahead and see what's in there. Not really too many things that you should be worried about as far as I'm concerned, so just go ahead and close that. You don't really need to see anything in there. As you can see, this is the file that we're going to be working with right here. All right, so now that you have installed this, go ahead and open up this file, the ELS file, and then go ahead to go to pack/_default file right here. So this is where we're going to be installing the XML files that you're going to be using to actually activate ELS vehicles. So this is where we're going to be dropping pretty much everything. So once you get this to this point right here, just leave everything as it is right here, and then we're going to go ahead and close this right here. All right, so you're pretty much done with this file right here. Maybe if you can go back over here to your GTA5 main directory and go ahead and install your script hook B, and this will be the latest version right here. Let me go ahead and close this. Go ahead and open up the bin folder, and of course you're gonna go ahead and take these 2 files right here. All right, the top 2 files, I already have it installed. I'm just gonna go ahead and install it again. I'm gonna go ahead and replace it. I suggest that you do the same. Just go ahead and replace it like so. All right, and then you're gonna go ahead and go back to the ELS file right here, open it up, and then go ahead and leave this as it is right here. All right, so right now I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, and I'm gonna go ahead and delete these 2 files right here. We are done with that. All right, and now the fun begins. All right, now go ahead and open up your OpenIV. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my OpenIV. All right, when you go ahead and open your OpenIV, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Windows, and guys, this is the pathway where I install all of my vehicles. You can choose whatever pathway you want in terms of the patch day, but this is where I'm gonna install my vehicles. If you want to copy the same thing, please go ahead and do so. Let me go ahead and bring this up here at the front so you can see pretty much everything. Before I can turn on my edit mode, let me go ahead and go to this path right here. So go to mods and go to update and go to 64 and go to DLC packs. All right, so this is where you want to be right here. So mods, update, times 64, DLC packs, and then you're gonna go ahead and go to patch day 24. This is where like I said, this is where I put my vehicles, and one of the reasons why I put my vehicles here is because this patch day does not have that many vehicles, that many GTA5 vehicles, so it's easy to edit your vehicles whenever you want to change your vehicles to something else. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open up patch day 24. if you are following suit with what I'm doing. And then you're gonna go ahead and go to DLC slash RPF right here. Go ahead and go into that, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to common. No, it's not common. I think it's 64. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to levels, GTA5, and then vehicles.rpf right here. As you can see, there's not that many vehicles on this pack right here, so it's easy for you to put your vehicle police vehicles in here. It's going to replace the default vehicles that are actually in the game. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and leave this right here. So now will be a good time to turn on your edit mode. All right, so once you turn on your edit mode right here, I think I'm gonna try and make some things very small around here, because I'm gonna need a little bit of space. All right, let me go ahead and do this. Go ahead and leave this one right here. I guess this one, this is the file folder. You can make it as small as possible right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one as close to the edge over here as possible. All right, so let's go ahead and make this one a little bit larger so that you can see what the hell is going on in here. All right, now that you have your OpenIV edit mode on, now we can go ahead and install some of these vehicles. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with the Park Ranger vehicle. So go ahead and open this one up. All right, when you go ahead and open this one up, and as always, I would like to unzip all of my files. All right, so let me go ahead and close this one up, and this is the file that we're gonna be working with right here. Go ahead and do this right here. All right, so this is the file that I'm gonna be working with right here. All right, so I'm gonna be working with this file, so go ahead and open up. Let me go ahead and leave I'm trying to see make sure you guys can see what's going on here without me jumping around too much. All right, so let's go ahead and leave this one here. Let's go ahead and open it up right there. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and get met with these 4 files right here. The one that I'm gonna be concentrating on is the Ram 15 right here. So this is the vehicle that we're gonna go ahead and install. So let me go ahead and put this one right here. All right, if you want to install the Tahoe, you're gonna need to modify this. Pretty much you're gonna need to go ahead and copy this name right here, and make sure you pretty much copy that name right there. And then when you open up this one, you're gonna need to right click on that and go to rename. As you can see, just highlight it Sheriff 2, and you can go ahead and paste the name. What is this name? This name right there. Okay, but we're not gonna be doing that right now. We're gonna do it on the last model that we're gonna install, because that could take a little bit of time. So go ahead and drag and drop all of these files right here. All right, and then once you drag and drop all of these files right here, you can go ahead and take a look at it and see what it looks like. And then I'm gonna go ahead and click on this right here. All right, so this is the model that we just installed right here for Park Ranger right here. All right, so when we get into the game, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at everything and see what it looks like. It's a really cool model, to be honest with you. All right, so let me go ahead and bring back this file right here. So now that we have installed this, we're gonna go ahead and go back over here, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to this file. It says VCF right here. This is where you're gonna go ahead and get this XML file for ELS purposes. You're gonna go ahead and bring up your GTA5 main directory, and of course you are already on this pathway right here. All right, you're already on this pathway right here. Let me see if I can go back. So this will be your GTA5 main directory right here. Just go ahead and go to ELS, and then park_default right there. You're already on this path right here. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and drag and drop this file right here, and just go ahead and drop it right there. So you are pretty much done installing that vehicle and this ELS purposes right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete that. let me just move it up here because we are done with that. I don't want to press delete. I might end up deleting some other things that I want to delete right now. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next vehicle. So this vehicle is going to be an unmarked Dodge Charger. Let me go ahead and do my thing and unzip all the files just like so. Maybe let me go ahead and move this one right here since we are using these two files for now. So just pay attention on how I switch around between these two files over here. Okay, so now that you have opened up your Dodge Charger file, you're pretty much doing the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and get some screenshots over here, what it looks like. I already showed you guys the you already seen the pictures and everything like that. All right, so this will be the pretty much the XML file that you're gonna put on your default over here. All right, so you can go ahead and just go ahead and drop this one right here. All right, so you're already done with the XML file. So let's go ahead and go back to the vehicle files right there. So this one is going to be the FBI vehicle, and then there's another FBI 2 that you're gonna be installing today. All right, and we're gonna pretty much do that right now. All right, so right now you're gonna go ahead and drag and drop all of these files right here. All right, and of course if you wanted to go ahead and take a look at it, what it looks like, just gonna go ahead and take. All right, so this is what it looks like. You can pretty much change the color in game as well if you want, and the ELS of this one is ridiculous. All right, but let's go ahead and close this out. We are pretty much done with that model right there. Okay, so now that we are done with this model, I'm just gonna go ahead and move it up over there just to let me know that I'm done with that. Okay, all right, so we still have our OpenIV open. We still have our default LS pack over here. So now we're gonna go ahead and go to the next vehicle. All right, I'm not sure which one this is. Let me just go ahead and unpack everything. I'm pretty sure this one is gonna have our police 1, police 2, police 3 as well. All right, for police 4 we're gonna go ahead and do something different for police 4. Okay, for this model right here, we're just gonna go ahead and install police 1, 2 and 3, and that's it. All right, this is how I like my game. I don't know how you like yours. This is how I like my game. Once you know how to do this stuff, you can go ahead and move things around as you like. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up right here, and you get a chance to choose whether you want all blue lights or you want red and blue. For me, I like red and blue, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to red and blue right there. And of course it's gonna go ahead and give you the XML files right here, but we're not gonna go ahead and install the XML files just yet because I don't know which model I want to install for my game, because after this is what I'm gonna be using for my Lspdfr videos. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to make everything as correct as possible while I'm doing this. All right, so let's go ahead and open up some files over here. Let's go ahead and see. You can go ahead and install as many as you want. Let's go ahead and install this police right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and take a look at which model it is. If I'm not satisfied with this model right here, I'm gonna go ahead and change it to something else. All right, let's go ahead and open it up. So this one is going to be the model for police right here. All right, I'm gonna see. I think I'm gonna need a Tahoe on my lineup, so I'm probably gonna come back and change this, and now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how you can change it if you want to change it. All right, let's go ahead and go back over here. Now we're gonna go ahead and look for police 2 vehicle. All right, let's go ahead and look for police 2 vehicle. This is a police 4 vehicle. Like I said, you can go ahead and install this one if you want, but for me, I don't want to install this as a police 4 unmarked vehicle on my in my game just yet. But you can go ahead and install this if you want to. All right, but if you want to follow what I'm gonna do, you're gonna have to wait a little bit for that police 4 slot. Let's go ahead and open up the police charger right here. All right, 2016. Let's go ahead and see what this one looks like. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and install this right here. Go ahead and take a look at what it looks like. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, so that's what the police 2 is gonna look like. All right, let me go ahead and go back over here. Let's see what this 2004 Tahoe looks like. I'm gonna need this 2004 14 Tahoe as one of my police vehicles right here. You can take a look at these sheriff cars over here if you want. For police 3, let me go ahead and put this police 3 in there. You can use, I mean, it's not really labeled as a park ranger patrol vehicle, this one, but you can use it as that as well. I just want to see if I can mesh things a little bit. All right, so let me go ahead and open this. It says it's police 3. I just want to see what it looks like. Maybe I might go ahead and change it. All right, let's go ahead and put that in there. Let's see what it looks like. All right, so I'm actually loving this model right here. So if I was to say I am satisfied with my police 2 and police 3, I am pretty much done installing these right now. All right, but I'm not too keen on my let me see, of my police right now. I'd like to change this Crown Vic right here. I would like to put in the Tahoe in there on this slot. I want to put a Tahoe in this slot. All right, so if you decide you want to put a Tahoe, but let's say you are satisfied with this, you are pretty much done. All you can do now is come back over here and go to this file right here. Go ahead and open that file. All right, so we did all install police 2 and police 3, and for you to actually highlight these files right here, just go ahead and press Control key on your keyboard and just go ahead and click on that. Now if I click on it, it's going to deselect. I'm going to go ahead and select it again, and then I'm going to go ahead and drag these 3 files and just drop them right here, and then it's going to go ahead and say replace. It's going to go ahead and replace the police XML file, because this one is the default one that actually came with LS pack. So go ahead and replace that one. So right now you do have a new one. Okay, hopefully I'm explaining this stuff correctly. At the very least, I just hope that you are understanding what I'm saying. All right, so go ahead now that, let's say you have installed this, you are pretty much done with police 2, police 3, and now you want to for me, I'm gonna go ahead and want to change a couple things right now. All right, I'm gonna want to put this Tahoe on this slot right here for my police. All right, this Tahoe right here for police, for this vehicle right here, I want to change this and put the Tahoe in there. But as you can see right now, this Tahoe is only named. That's the other good thing when you do actually unzip your files like this. It allows you to make changes much smoother. Okay, so if I want to pretty much change this to this police vehicle, all I'm gonna need to do is just go ahead and highlight that and go ahead and rename this. And of course, you want to make sure you keep that underscore in there as well. All right, so let me go ahead and put that. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but anyways, let me go ahead and erase the sheriff part, and what I'm gonna do is type police right there in small letters, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click right there. As you can see, the police is right there now. So let me go ahead and do the same for these other 2 right here. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and replace that Crown Vic. Okay, now this is what I want for my game. If you don't want that, you can pretty much leave yours as it is, because you're pretty much done with that. Okay, so let me go ahead and replace this. As you can see, now I've pretty much changed the name. All right, right now I've changed the name, and what I can do now is pretty much highlight all of these files, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop it right there. So now that I've dropped it right there, and you want to see if your changes work, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up again. All right, there is my Tahoe right there. So now it is put on my police one slot right there. Okay, now that's how you change vehicles if you want. Okay, this is how you change the names of the vehicles if you so choose. So if you so choose to do so. Boy, my English is bad. But anyways, so now we are pretty much done with this file right here. So let's go ahead and close that out. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this file over here because we are done with that. And now we're gonna go ahead and open up another one. All right, so this one is going to be our sheriff vehicles. Okay, so make sure you keep your GTA5 main directory on your ELS and this pack file right here. Don't close this just yet. We are not done just yet. Okay, the hell is going on with this thing? And of course, I'm gonna go ahead and unzip everything. And once we are done all of this right here, you go ahead and delete everything from your computer, because if it's connected to a cloud, it's actually in syncing some of these files to your cloud. So it's gonna go ahead and really just mess up your stuff in there. Okay, let me go ahead and delete that. We're gonna go ahead and work with this file now. Go ahead and open it up here. As you can see, we do have a long list of vehicles that you can actually choose from, and of course our ELS files are right here. You can actually get police FBI 1, FBI 2, and you can pretty much get the whole thing. But for this one, I just want to choose the sheriff vehicle and sheriff 2. All right, so this is what we're going to be installing from this pack right here, just to make your game look different from if you are in the city and if you are in Sandy Shores or something like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and go back over here, and now I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the this Tahoe right here. All right, let's go ahead and open that up. All right, as you can see, this one is already sheriff 2, so pretty much this one is pretty much good to go. So let's go ahead and put this one over here, and we're gonna go ahead and highlight all of these 3 files right there. And we're gonna pretty much do the same thing, just drag and drop him in there. And of course, if you want to go ahead and take a look at what it looks like, go ahead and click on the framework. All right, so this will be our sheriff 2 right here. Okay, this will be our sheriff 2 right there. So all right, so that's done with that. Let's go ahead and go back to this file right here, and then we're gonna go back a little bit, and then now we're gonna go ahead and try to find sheriff I think sheriff 1. It should be this Charger 18 right there. And of course, you can choose whether you want the K9 right here, and it's gonna go ahead and replace police 2, but I don't want to do that. All right, we already have police 2, and then you can go ahead and replace this as your sheriff vehicle. So let me go ahead and do just that. I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop these files right here, and of course fragment object right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at what it looks like. All right, so this will be our sheriff 1 vehicle right there. Right, this will be our sheriff 1 vehicle right there. And of course, like I showed you how you can change the name for that Tahoe that we just replaced police. You can pretty much go ahead and name all of these files right here to whatever you want. You see the police 2, police 3, FBI, FBI 2. Now that we are done with that, let me go ahead and go to some ELS files right here. You're gonna go ahead and highlight the first the bottom 2 right here, the sheriff and the sheriff 2. We're gonna go ahead and drag this one right here. All right, so you do have your ELS pretty much done right there. All right, let me go ahead and close this out because we are done with that, and now we are still left with this one right, with these 2 files right here. All right, so let me go ahead and move this file up here because we are done with that. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and replace some other slots as well. All right, let's go ahead and open this up here real quick. Alrighty guys, now that this thing has we have done unzipping the files, and this is like a big file right here. This is why I'm getting this X right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and delete all of this once I am done with this file right here. All right, so first and foremost, you're gonna go ahead and get made with all of these files right here, and of course we're gonna go ahead and replace a vehicle right now. All right, so let's go ahead and go to replace, and as you can see, it says it will roll over. All right, and the other this is one trick that I actually use. I don't really use the replace vehicle whenever I'm patrolling with this model. I always use the add-on, and we're gonna go ahead and do an add-on on that one. But before we can do that, let's go ahead and replace a slot over here. All right, and the other good thing with this model right here, you can get two lighting systems. You can get all blue and white lights, or you can get red and blue lights right here. So for this replace, we're gonna go ahead and install the red and blue, and of course this one is going to replace the FBI2 right there. All right, but I don't want my you know what, let's go ahead and replace the FBI2, and then we're gonna come back into this here, and we're gonna make this model our police police 4. All right, so since this one is an FBI2, I'm gonna want my FBI2 to have the blue and the white lights. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the blue and white lights. All right, I wasn't really sure what was inside there before I clicked in. As you can see right now, it does give you the XML file with this model right here. So we're gonna go ahead and drag all of these 3 files, the bottom 3 files right here. We're gonna go ahead and drag and drop these to our OpenIV. All right, so you go ahead and drop those to your OpenIV. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at it and see what it looks like. All right, just go ahead and pay attention to the front of the vehicle right now. You can just tell there's some blue lights and some white lights there. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that for my FBI2 vehicle. All right, so when I'm for my FBI1 and my FBI2 vehicles and police 4 vehicles, to be honest with you, I do not take these vehicles out of my game because they have the best lighting system I've ever seen. So I can change police 1, 2, and 3. I can change sheriff 1 and 2, but for police 4, FBI 1, and FBI 2, I do not change these vehicles on my game. They always stay in my game. So let's go ahead and go back to our file over here, and we're gonna go ahead and switch to our GTA5 main directory over here, where we need to install our XML files. So let's go ahead and highlight the very top one right here, XML file document, and we're gonna go ahead and drag this one and put it right there. As you can see, we do have the FBI one, this one for the charger, and then we have the FBI 2, and this one is for this vehicle that we just installed right now. All right, so let's go ahead and go back over here. All right, remember the thing I said, the red and white vehicles. So this one, we're gonna go ahead and change it to police 4. Okay, gonna go ahead and change it to police 4. Forget about this red marker right there, it doesn't mean anything, to be honest. All right, so let's go ahead and modify this here real quick. So what I'm gonna do is highlight it, rename, make sure you keep that underscore right there. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the FBI2. What I'm gonna do is type police 4, just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and click over here, and of course it's right there. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same for the next ones. Police 4. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and do for this one as well. All right, make sure you keep that dot in there as well. Okay, so police 4, just like that. And for the XML file as well, I'm gonna go ahead and rename this one police 4, just like that. All right, so once we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and drop these files in here. All right, go ahead and drop these files in there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what our police 4 looks like. All right, as you can see in the front, you do have the blue and red lights for your police 4, and for your police for your FBI 2 is gonna be blue and white lights. All right, we're gonna go ahead into the game and test this out and see if it works. Okay, so go ahead and close that, and before you can go ahead and close your open 4. You're pretty much done with that. Maybe not just yet, because we do have something else to do. I forgot. I forgot we have something else to do. But anyways, go ahead and get your vehicle file right there. All right, go ahead and bring up my GTA5 main directory. Now I'm gonna go ahead and concentrate on this file at the top. I'm gonna go ahead and drag this and put it right there. As you can see, we do have our police 4 in there now. Now you can go ahead and go back on your vehicle file right here. We're gonna go back again. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and install an add-on. This is pretty much the same vehicle. Like I said, if you use if you in game and use the replace one, let's just say you are speeding or something like that, and you make a trying to make a turn as quickly as possible, there's a good chance for you to roll over. All right, so for me to avoid that, I always use the add-on vehicle. And for my add-on vehicle, depending on whether I'm patrolling either as like a FBI agent, or I'm just doing as an undercover cop or something like that, you can go ahead and get the red and blue lights or the blue and white lights as well, as you can see right now. Okay, so this will be the document that you're gonna need to install in your game, but we're gonna go ahead and check this one out. Let me go ahead and go back over here. Let me go to the readme. All right, so that it can tell me the pathway that I need to go install this vehicle right now. Okay, and the pathway is going to be this. Go ahead and go to mods, update RPF. all right, DLC packs. Is it DLC packs? What the fuck? Oh, go to common. Yep, go to common. So it's mods, update RPF, and then go to common and go to data, and then this is where you need to be right here. We already installed game config. If you remember, we already installed game config. You can go ahead and add this to your favorites as well, just to, because you're gonna be going into this file quite a lot. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and save mine as DLC, just like that. All right, maybe let me just go ahead and make it capital letters, DLC, just like that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my favorites. As you can see, it's right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my favorites like that. All right, so now let's go ahead and go back over here. Right, let's forget about OpenIV for right now, but just keep it where it is. All right, my apologies, guys. Some of this stuff is new to me, and I'm actually learning as I'm doing this. So let's go ahead and go to mods on your GTA5 main directory. Go to mods and go to update, go to 64, and then you go to DLC packs right here. Okay, once you get to DLC packs right here, I think this is where you can actually delete everything if you want, but I'm just gonna go ahead and leave mine as it is because I'm not 100% sure. But if I get that information, I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys what you can and cannot delete. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this this file right here with the yellow. I'm gonna go ahead and drag it and drop it right here. All right, let me go ahead and expand this because I don't wanna go ahead and highlight anything over there. So go ahead on an empty space over here, go ahead and drop it. All right, so there you see it right there. All right, so now that you see it like that, go ahead and close, not really close this because you're gonna need to install the XML file. Just go ahead and go to your GTA5 OpenIV. Now that you are over here and you do have your edit mode on, go to DLC list right here. Okay, go to your DLC list right here, and then you right click on your DLC list and go to the very top of it. It says edit right there. Go ahead and click on edit, and this window is going to go ahead and pop up right there. Let me go ahead and stretch it out here a little bit. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the very bottom of this, and what we're gonna do here at the very bottom, we're gonna go ahead and highlight this bottom line right there, and they're gonna go ahead and Control C on your keyboard. All right, or just copy like so. Just highlight the thing and go ahead and highlight that, right click and copy. All right, once you have done that, as you can see where the cursor is right there, just go ahead and press enter on your keyboard. It's gonna go ahead and create another space right there, and what you're gonna need to do is Control V. You're gonna go ahead and paste what you just copied right there. So as you can see, you do have the same two lines right there. So we're gonna go ahead and use this bottom line right here, and we're gonna go ahead and highlight right there. You're gonna go ahead and erase this right there between those two right there, right? And then you're gonna come back to your GTA5 main directory where you just installed this file right here. You're gonna go ahead and hover over this line right here. You're gonna go ahead and right click, and then you're gonna go ahead and go to rename. You're not renaming it though. All you're gonna do here is Control C. You're gonna go ahead and copy this name right here, or you can just go ahead and type this name right here exactly how it looks. Go ahead and type it or just paste it. Control V. So you're gonna have this name right there. Okay, so that's installed right there. All you can do now is just go ahead and click save. All right, just like so. And now you are done with OpenIV. You're gonna go ahead and close your edit menu. All right, and then you're gonna go ahead and go to file and close all archives. All right, so now you are done with OpenIV. Just go ahead and close it. And now you are go ahead and I think we still have our readme open. All right, so now you have these two files right here. So now go back to your GTA5 main directory. All right, just gonna go ahead and go back. As you can see, GTA5 right there, and this is where we are now. All right, so go back to your ELS file and go back to the default, and now you need to add this on your default right here. All right, it's gonna go ahead and drag and drop this right here like so. There it is. All right, it's because I downloaded this big file. That's why. All right, so now you have all of this. You are pretty much done installing these vehicles right now. So let me go ahead and close this file. You know what, just go ahead and refresh. All right, go to your GTA5 and refresh that and close this file right here. So now that I'm done with all of this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and delete. All right, go ahead and get rid of all of this stuff from your computer. All right, you don't need it anymore because you're pretty much done. And boy, this thing is gonna be over an hour. But anyways, this will be my recycling bin right here. As you can see, I do have all of these files. Make sure you recycle your empty your recycling bin, and make sure your computer is as clean as possible. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the game and see whether what we just did, what we just spent an hour doing, actually works. All right, let's go ahead and step into the game here real quick. Oh boy, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I don't know why my tutorials turn out to be this long, man. God damn, son. Alrighty guys, so we are inside the game now. We're gonna go ahead and take a look and see if the vehicles that we actually installed actually work properly. As you take a look at the other police station right there, you can see one of our vehicles is just parked outside, so that's a good sign. right there. That means what we just did, it actually works. And if you have chilled with me for this long, that means you do want to learn. And please leave your comments down below as well, and let me know, guys, did this help you out? As you can see, this is another unit right here patrolling. But we're gonna go ahead and see, you know what, first and foremost, let's go to the station here real quick. I want to make sure you do have these vehicles in your selection. All right, we are already on duty, but what we're gonna need to do right here is just go to the station, and we're gonna go ahead and get inside. All right, so now that we are inside the police station, we're already on duty, or you can go ahead and go to police local or something like that. If you want to change the agency that you are working for, you can go ahead and do that right here. All right, but I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it as it is. I think this one is for Roxford Hills or something like that. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and leave it at LSPD right there. But the most important thing I want to do, just go ahead and confirm. And the most important thing I want to do is go to the police garage right here. All right, let's go ahead and go to the police garage and check out and see if these vehicles are there. All right, so as you can see, we do have our police vehicle, the Tahoe that we switched around. All right, if you go to models over here, it's gonna go ahead and scroll through. As you can see, the other vehicle is right there, and then we do have another police. This will be like police 2 and then police 3 right there. We did not change the transport vehicle. If you want to change the transport vehicle, it's pretty much the same process as it was when I switched around the Tahoe. You can go ahead and pick another vehicle on Lspdfr.com. all right, choose another vehicle that you think is suitable for your game to be a transport vehicle. If it's unmarked, I think it's much better if it's an unmarked vehicle, because you can use it like different vehicle models and stuff like that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go back on that one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other agency right here. As you can see, this one is for if you want to play as a sheriff right here. This is one of the vehicles you're gonna use, and this one will be like sheriff 2 right here. All right, if you go to different agencies, this is what you're gonna find. But for the highway stuff, we did not really change too much for the highway. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and leave the bike right there. All right, and the other thing, let's go ahead and check out our so for if you want to play for the news agency, this is the vehicle you're gonna be using. It's pretty much the vehicle that we just installed. I think they use the same vehicle as it is for what is it, FBI vehicles. So it's right there. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the FBI vehicles now. As you can see, FBI 1 is right here, and then FBI 2 is right there as well. So if you see this in your game, that means you have actually successfully installed these vehicles. And of course, for the Park Ranger Patrol as well, this is the vehicle that we just installed. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and exit out of this. All right, so we did not really pick up a vehicle, but the other thing I wanted to show you guys, what the fuck. Remember, guys, we did install a simple trainer, right? So the reason why I wanted to use install a simple trainer is because when you get to this point for your Lspdfr install, you're pretty much done with pretty much everything. So right now you're pretty much trying to dress your game up and stuff like that. Let's just say you log into the game and you were not already on duty, right? All you can do is press F4 on your keyboard. All right, and when you do press S4 on your keyboard, you're gonna get this menu right here. I should have explained this when we're actually installing Lspdfr, but I'm just gonna go ahead and explain it now. All you can do here is type force, just like so, and you can go ahead and get that notification says force duty. This is how you're gonna do it. You're gonna press tab. It's gonna go ahead and complete the request for you, and you're gonna go ahead and click the space bar, and then you're gonna go ahead and say whether true or false. And then if you go ahead and say true and press enter, it's gonna go ahead and put you on duty. But I'm not gonna be doing that right now because I'm already on duty. And of course, when you press F4, these two menus will come up, okay? But let's just say you just want to use simple trainer just alone, go ahead and press F3. All right, when you go ahead and press F3, you're gonna get this menu right here. This is a menu that you can use pretty much to spawn vehicles and stuff like that. All right, so that's what we're gonna do just right now. But before we can go into that, you can actually change the color of the menu if you want. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and change it to the color that I want, and then you're gonna go ahead and go to options. And when you get to options on your D-pad right, go ahead and go to your D-pad right there, and then you're gonna go ahead and it says option menu 2. This is where you want to be, and go at the very bottom right here with your D-pad down, and then you're gonna go ahead and set menu colors, right? Go ahead and set the menu color, and you can see the primary color is going to be at the very top. Right now it's white, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch mine to let's see which one is my favorite color, because this is the color I use pretty much the most. I think we're gonna go ahead and use this dark color right here. And once you've done that, go ahead and press 5 on your keyboard on your number pad, and go ahead. As you can see, the bottom color is blue, so every time it's gonna go ahead and highlight. Every time you go to a next thing, is gonna highlight that in blue. But I'm gonna go ahead and change mine to something a little bit more white. All right, I think if you go ahead and press enter, or you press X on your controller, gonna go ahead and highlight that. As you can see, it is now changed color just like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave mine as it is. All right, so and then you go ahead and press O on your key on your controller, and then you're gonna go ahead and press D-pad up. All right, and then it's gonna go ahead and as you can see here, it says save settings to trainer V. All right, go ahead and press 5 on your number pad, and then it's gonna go ahead and save everything. As you can see, it is pretty much saved. So now if I go ahead and get out of this menu, and then I try to bring this menu back again, if I go ahead and press F3, as you can see, the color has already changed. So it's gonna be pretty much like that every single time I do log into the game. All right, and like I said, you can use this menu to spawn the vehicles into the game. So let's just say you want you are far away from a police station and you just want a police vehicle right away. All you can do is go ahead and go to vehicle spawning right there. All right, go to vehicle spawning. You do have a choice, either let's go ahead and do this one first. All right, we're gonna go ahead and spawn the emergency vehicles. All right, so this means fire department, EMS, and police. Right, we're gonna go ahead to emergency, press X on your controller. As you can see right now, you can pretty much spawn all of these vehicles right now. All right, for the police vehicle that we just seen by the police station, go ahead and press and select the police cruiser. When you do select the police cruiser right here, you're gonna get this. And the other thing I'm actually bring this out over here is because I want to go ahead and test out our ELS. All right, so when you get to this point right here, you're gonna go ahead and press your D-pad left. Your D-pad left is gonna go ahead and cycle some lights for you. All right, so let's go ahead and press the first one. So this one is gonna be the first one, depending on what kind of vehicle model you have and the lighting system it has. As you can see at the back of this vehicle right here, we do have a little bit of lights at the back over here. All right, go ahead and take a look at 360 turn. All right, and then if you go ahead and press your D-pad left again, you're gonna go ahead and get a little bit more action on your lights. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the front of this one. You don't really see too much at this moment in time, but as you can see, if you for the second time, this will be like stage 2 right here. You're gonna get a little bit more action. All right, you cannot turn on your siren at this moment in time. But if you want to go ahead and turn on your siren, this is when you like pull somebody over and you just maybe like standing at the side of the road or something like that, you can go ahead and put your vehicle on stage 2. And then of course, if you go ahead and press it for the 3rd time, this is like code 3 emergency type of thing going on over here. As you can see, you get a little bit more action in the front of the vehicle, and of course in the side skirts of the vehicle as well, depending on whether the model that you actually installed does have some side lights like that. All right, as you can see, take a look at the back over here, you get a little bit more action. You can't really see too much of the color of the light at this moment in time because we did not have for instance a graphics mod installed. So in the near future, we're gonna go ahead and install a graphic mod. Right now I'm just going ahead and doing this so that you guys can see what the hell is going on. All right, and then if you want to initiate siren, all you gotta do is press your D-pad down. All right, so you press your D-pad down, this is what you're gonna get right here. All right, so this will be this first cycle of the siren. This is the default siren that you actually have in game. In the near future, we're gonna go ahead and change the siren of these vehicles. All right, and then of course, if you press O on your controller, you're gonna go ahead and get another sound. All right, if you go ahead and press O again, you're gonna go ahead and get another sound. And of course, the lights as well are going to react to what type of siren sound you have on and everything like that. All right, and if you go ahead and press O again, depending on which siren you have, you're gonna go ahead and get different tones. All right, so go ahead and go to the first one, and then if you want to turn off the siren, go ahead and press your D-pad down again. All right, so there you go. It's gonna go ahead and turn off the siren right there. And there's a mod that you can actually use just in case let's say you are on a chase and you're in a hurry and you just want to get out of the vehicle. This mod will actually turn off the siren for you, but you'll go ahead and keep the lights on and everything like that. But we're gonna go ahead and install that at some other time. Right now I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys this right here. All right, let me go ahead and step out of this vehicle. This is what you can do pretty much with every vehicle that you actually install. All right, so now let's go ahead and spawn the vehicle that we put in as our add-on vehicle. Okay, so go ahead and press your F3 again, and then this time you're not gonna go into vehicle spawning. You're gonna go ahead and go to vehicle spawning like so. All right, instead of going to emergency or any other option over here, you're gonna go ahead and go all the way to the bottom. All right, and then it's gonna say added vehicle menu right here. Okay, this is where you're gonna go ahead and get all your vehicles that you actually added into the game. Let's go ahead and select that, and as you can see, our first vehicle that we actually added is the that Tahoe that we just added. So let's go ahead and spawn this one. Sometimes you're gonna need to select this quite a few times for the vehicle to spawn. I don't know why it's not spawning. All right, there you go. All right, so there you go. Now it has spawned. You are inside the vehicle. Go ahead and get rid of the menu, and of course, to make sure your let's see, your siren works and your lights work, go ahead and press your D-pad left. There you go. This will be our first initiation of our ELS right here. As you can see at the back over here, go ahead and press your ELS again, your D-pad left again. And now you're not really getting too much at the front over here because you're not, right now you're on stage 2. This is not some type of emergency stuff. Go ahead and press it again. As you can see at the very back over here, you got more action in the lights, but you cannot really see these lights right now, like I said, because we do not have a graphics mod installed. But you take a look at the front now, we do have a little bit more action going on. All right, we do have a little bit more action going on right here. And then you go ahead and press your D-pad down. You're gonna go ahead and get that. All right, and then you can recycle the siren with your with your circle on your key on your controller, just like so, just like so. You keep pressing that O on your controller. Is gonna go ahead and recycle the siren just like that. All right, so pretty much done. Now you can go ahead and keep on modding your game and changing the vehicles and stuff like that. This the process is the same. All right, the process is the same, whether you are installing add-on vehicle or you are replacing vehicles. The process is the same. All right, maybe in the near future we're gonna go ahead and check out some other, of course. Let's see, let me see, am I on duty right now? All right, I am on duty right now. So if I press Q on my keyboard, or if I press d-pad right on my controller, I should be able to log in into my computer right here. And of course, if you go ahead and pull over somebody, if you need to go ahead and do some paperwork, you can go ahead and do that just there. I think this one was the example that I did when we installed the Lspdfr right here. All right, so this guy is still on my menu. It is what it is. Just gonna go ahead and keep it right there. All right, and like I said, guys, I'm sorry that this video has taken so long, but there are some things that you really need to understand, especially if this is your first time doing it. And this video is specially dedicated to people that are actually doing this for the first time, or if you don't really understand too many things about the game and how you can mod the game, installing vehicles, installing weapons and stuff like that. We're gonna go ahead and install some weapons in the near future, but right now we're gonna go ahead and take it one step at a time until your game is looking pretty much perfect. All right, so at this point anytime, and you can go ahead and pick any other vehicle you want, patrol around, and use these vehicles right here. All right, just follow the same process and you will be just fine. So anyways, guys, if this video helped you out in any shape or form, if I taught you something today, to your gaming experience for that matter, please do consider subscribing to the channel, drop a like on the video, and please do comment down below. As of right now though, I'm not gonna go ahead and go abuse somebody and see if I can pull over somebody right now with my new vehicle. All right, you can go ahead and go get inside as well. You can go ahead and change the view, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys another mod. As you can see how close it is right here, there's another mod that we can actually install that can actually push you back a little bit so you can get a much better view when you're inside the vehicle, like this. But we're gonna go ahead and get to that at a later time. Right now we just want to get the basics down and get you playing the game, and then you're gonna go ahead and add some more stuff into it whenever you like. All right, so right now, guys, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll catch you guys next time.